Big ups to Sharp Cut Barbers. Me hear somebody say, I see somebody comment under the Not Nice interview say, my ear fake. Like, what I'm pretty much like, I'm putting it on you. What is this?
You bought your hair, Naro. Unlike me, who got my hair from Lothian's Boutique, located. Oh, just follow them on Instagram. They're fine, yeah.
Anyways.
Shout out to Lothian Boutique for my hair. I'm happy to say it's fake, not mine.
And I'm also happy to report that my hair is real. Mm-hmm. And you can get the sharpest of cuts at Sharp Cut Barbers, located at 9 Brown Shop Square. Steve, big up your damn self. We talk about the misconceptions of politicians. There is the big I guess perception that politicians are innately corrupt.
Are you innately corrupt?
Me? Probably as a human being, yeah.
Yeah, but remember the same remember the same
I'm
reason.
willing enough to admit that. Like,
Remember the same reason.
100% good, yeah.
And people don't like to admit it, but we live in a society that has a corruption problem. Mm-hmm. It's not a politics
Everybody love
thing.
for their own.
So for example, a man will believe so when you're driving on the road and you throw your KFC box in the gully, that is not corruption. It is corruption.
You're corrupting the environment.
But him not pre it that way there. A man feel like say when he must speed and him police stop him and him try bribe the police, that is not corruption, it's just a lie. But then in order for you to have corruption, you have to have the corruptor and the corruptee. Mm-hmm. You understand what I deal with? So if somebody in the civil service corrupt, them are corrupt for themselves or them are corrupt for somebody. When you go at the tax office and you bribe somebody if you go at the front of the line, is the person who you bribe worse than the person who do the bribing?
I guess
which is the point I try to make. Mm-hmm. That if you focus just on one set of people, you're not gonna ever solve the problem. Mm-hmm. You have to focus on the whole society because politicians don't import it. It's not China them come from. It's we them come from. Police don't import it. It's we them come from. So that means that the manifestation of our behavior as a society are going to replicate itself in the space of the politician and the police them exist in. So you have to deal with corruption at the fundamental level. And that's one of the things that we are trying to deal with. So people are trying to personalize this corruption argument and say, oh, this a man and this a man. Mm-hmm. It's not, if you personalize it, you miss the point. Because when them are dealing with corruption in other countries, them deal with it from an institutional standpoint. Them deal with it from a standpoint where we don't care who you be. Once you're corrupt, we are going to hold you accountable. You're a politician, you're a normal citizen, you're this, you're that. Think about this. Imagine if tomorrow morning we arrest everybody who throw garbage on the road.
You'd been there.
What people would have say?
That's why I admit to being corrupt.
I guess people would say that, oh, I just corruption, them not kill nobody. Well, I just litter, them not kill nobody. So it's like stages of sin.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So like, in a New York, they have a thing named the broken window approach. Where them arrest you or them charge you for every single crime. Mm-hmm. Is Jamaica ready for that approach? Are Jamaican people ready for a zero tolerance for any infraction? Think about it. I see a guy, I do a donut in the middle of the road. And then I see a man, I say, boy. Now, let's use another example. A man licked my car a couple of years ago. A coaster bus man. I did drive on Hyundai Ascent. And him licked my car. You could have seen the blue mark of him van on my car. Because you know them used to be blue and white. Mm-hmm. And I drive him down, go across the road and block him. And when I come out and go up at him door, I say, Bridget, you lick my car and drive off. You know who cost me the most?
The passengers?
The passenger them.
Oh. So
right now,
I
know more about my mother than I didn't know before. So the point I'm making to you is that if you're going to deal with the fundamental issues of the country, you have to deal with it on a wide scale.
But then again, there's the politicians and there's society. So I could say that it's easier to get rid of the corrupt in the political field than it is in broader society.
And that's the mistake of people making of the reasoning, because you're making it seem as if politicians are separate from the society. Politicians are of the society. They are products of the society.
Just
seem
more
like
status.
So that
But
me
it would
ask
seem
you,
like you have a boys club in the eyes of society.
so me a part of the boys club, me come from countries.
Don't know.
We don't know.
No, but hold
have
on.
a secret
Hold on,
handshake.
Hold on. Are you like me who come from country, who come from the depths of poverty, who come up through education and use my talent to reach us, so you couldn't consider me a part of the boys club?
But that's
Not
not your
yet.
or that's not your reality. No, what you are talking about that used to be, but what you are
Yeah,
now.
but the reality is my reality. The experience is my experience.
No.
I don't forget where I come from.
No.
And don't try to disconnect me from my heritage and my history.
No.
And my heritage and my history are going to influence what I'm doing in the future. You understand what I'm dealing? So we need to stop look upon people like police and politician and whatever as outside of the society. Because what you do is you give them a way out. You understand? What you do also is you give the people them who you claim in the society a way out. So we in the society can do anything we want and get rid of it. But politician them,
I guess
want
because
separate.
you guys have a name, the face, everyone can pinpoint you, but versus, I guess, our cameraman who isn't necessarily on camera and there's no name to him, but can go and
the simple reason
do
me I
it.
make still is me not make an excuse to say we not for all politicians accountable. Me I make a statement say everybody must be held accountable.
True.
If you so like the only reason why we have crime in Jamaica is because you have criminals. And criminals don't only exist in a one community, they exist in all communities. So are you going to say that, well, the murder them might take place in a flanker, but we're not going to check up the big man up a
Because I was just thinking blood money.
You understand?
No, right,
yeah, but not for the
protege.
time artists say things that don't make no
Yeah.
sense, and we're not going to really address that today. But not for the time them settings just because it's popular. And we're not really in the
Maybe
popularity.
it hit a nerve.
No, you know it's a nerve. Them can't hit my nerve.
Not yours.
You as a politician saying that is really rich because one of the kings of saying things that are popular that not really.
Yeah, but
In order to connect to people.
if you look at my history, one of the things that people criticize me for is sometimes me not say things were 15.
You go against the grain.
I go against the grain, and enough time people say things just because them, like if you listen to some of the song them when them are sing about politician and listen to some of the song them, who more corrupt than enough of them where sing song about politician. And if we really talk the things them, we can tell the things that them are do where would that shock you. But we're not gonna do that because that's not what we're there for tonight. We're there to try to bring people together.
His Twitter is tit for facts.
No, but when I say though, I want to understand the reasoning. If you start separate people and say, all right, we're going to deal with them as set of corrupt people, yeah, but them are people that want to deal with them because then what you're going to do is you create an excuse for both of them. Because the man over here says, oh, you're dealing with me and not deal with him. You get what I deal with? So if you're going to fix the society, you have to fix the society. You can't just fix one piece of the society. You understand?
Well, there is
Interesting.
still that perception, and you and politicians, they run for public office. So
I don't run for no public office.
Well, not yet.
Yeah, because
but-
he was.
Yeah, that's good. But
He's a senator.
is there anything being done internal that you can tell us to change this perception, or just not to pay any attention to people?
No,
that
but
mindset?
you see, this what I do is a part of that. But then, so like, me I get boring now because enough people know. So like, for example,
You're not salacious.
in order to fix corruption, you have to create institutions to deal with corruption. So one of the institutions and where I deal with a thing named the Integrity Commission is an independent thing where they have their own budget, they have their own thing where they can investigate any public servant, and you have to send in them a declarations and then
where they
check
want
it.
Uno create.
It's not Uno alone. So who are going to create it? Who pass the law then? You are going to create it? Why you not going to create one?
Man is with
The point that I make still is that, so like for example, you have a thing named MOCA, Major Organized Crime Investigation Agency, where we are bringing some regulation over make it independent so nobody can influence it. You understand what I deal with? And that's what you do to fix it. So when the FBI investigate it, you don't know say you go to prison until them come with a search warrant. But we have a thing in Jamaica, we put the cart before the horse, where as soon as we start investigate somebody, we keep a press conference and tell them everything what we are doing so them can go fix it. We are changing that approach now where, remember, you know, when the man who investigate Trump,
that man just there bring up say like
the man, you know,
he put him there and him a part of the body was supposed to keep things neutral and investigate if anything are go on funny with the president and all them things, and him put him there. And him
he didn't put him there.
Well,
first of all, it was the Attorney General, Rosenstein.
Which is the system.
No,
but you have to understand it how the system work, you know. You create institutions. Remember, you know,
but they're separate.
if your institutions work, you know, they cannot be influenced willingly by any individual. No institution is supposed to be influenced willingly by an individual. So if you put in an integrity commission to investigate and to vet people, no individual not supposed to can as them change government, or if me lose power and next man come in and can fix and can change it. Because what it's going to do is going to undermine the confidence of people having at the institution. So like you have the integrity commission now, you have people like former appeal court judge, auditor general, and so on and so forth. People who have good integrity, who everybody in the society respect and think. And we have to allow them to do their job because them just start. And that's a part of building an institutional framework to tackle corruption. Just like how we are build one with the FID, the Financial Investigation Division, where we are trying to check out who has spent too much money and who are this and who are that. And NIDS is a part of that too, because when you build a thing where you can actually identify the people in your country, you're able to see who are the things that they're not supposed to do. And that's how the society have to evolve. We have taken a while to reach where we are.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we have not reached anywhere.